Hello, Tigers. If you are watching this video, chances are good you've been asked to take notes while watching a documentary, film, Hollywood production, or some other form of media by me, Mr. Kenline, and I've asked you to do one of two different types of note taking. I'm going to explain those today, right now. So, social studies teachers sometimes show movies and films and chunks of films. And for me, when I was in high school, a long, long time ago, it was not the best practice for me to have a film note sheet that just had blanks on it. And you would just go along and you'd wait for it. And Columbus sailed the ocean blue in blank, 1492. He had three ships, the Nina, the Pinta, and the blank blank, Santa Maria. So I'm not all about that. I'm encouraging you to make as much of your learning as you can by taking notes that are effective and impactful for you. And the goal would be at the end of whatever you have, could you write a summary paragraph based on what notes you took and what it looks like? So that's the goal for me, is you to make meaning of it, and then could you write a summary paragraph if you were asked to after the fact? And will you have fun with the material? A little bit, at least. Thanks. Type number one, 721. It's common for me. I've been doing it a long time. And the 721 means that you, on your paper, you set your paper up, and while we're watching the show, you'll you'll have set up 7 facts, and the fact is going to have 3 W's in it: who, what, where, when, or why it's historically important. Then you're going to have 2 bigger ideas, 2 aha, 2 things that really stood out, 2 things that went off for you, 2 things that you're going to explain with nearly a paragraph, 2 things that were a bigger idea, bigger concept, like, dang, that's just a bigger idea for me. And then I'm asking to go across that hemisphere in your brain, and I'm asking you to draw something. Some of you that are very artistically inclined, um, awesome. The rest of us, or myself, I'll speak for myself, needs to be better than stick figures, everybody. Do your best while we're watching the show to draw something from the show. That's the first type of note taking from films. And the second type, oh, and I would encourage you, by the way, to have your favorite pens. That would be helpful. And the second type is free association, student choice. So if outlining works best for you, if 2-column Cornell notes takes a little more to be a tiger works for you, if doing a word cloud, or doing a 721 again, annotating the film as you go using annotations from class, just taking a whole bunch of main points, whatever works for you is what I'm asking you to do. And it says right here, take half or a full page of notes of your choice to prove you were watching the show and you were present and you were engaged. And I'll ask whether I'm asking for a half page or a full page, depending on what we're watching. So that, everybody, is what it means to take notes for me in class. Just typically 2 modalities: 1, 721, 7 facts, 2 bigger ideas, 1 picture, and the other is a student choice. And with that said, I'll share a story about a past student. He sat and watched the film, and he didn't do anything. And I was in the classroom. I was fixing to get over there and ask him, like, "Hey," but I waited. It was his notes. It was his time. And with about 4 or 5 minutes left of class, he just started to fill up the entire paper with a word cloud, and what he'd seen and what he'd heard more of, he made those sections bigger, and he actually put the words on the page. He took notes on the page, It was incredible. The coolest thing I've seen for a while in the high school classroom. He just chilled, watched the show, took it all in, and at the end, he just kind of brain word dumped on the paper, and it was awesome. So that's when you're able to do student choice. This is how to take notes when we're watching videos. Thanks for watching. Go Tigers. Keep it spicy.